How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, today's game is from 1989. It's from Taito. And for fans of Taito's early arcade stuff, it actually, you could say it's a spiritual successor to their 1985 arcade platformer Legend of Kage. This game takes the same gameplay formula as Legend of Kage and kind of adds a little bit to it. And it features probably one of the more interesting title screen theme songs I've ever heard on an NES game. Today's game is Demon Sword. Now, Demon Sword, it has a fairly run-of-the-mill storyline. An evil force has invaded this countryside and taken its inhabitants hostage, and it's up to you to fight off the threat. You being this mysterious warrior who rises from the ashes of something. And essentially that's what you do. When you start the game, you're in this village and there's a glut of enemies running towards you, and you're jumping around and throwing ninja stars at them and swiping at them with the hilt of a sword. And it's only the hilt of the sword because the sword that you're going to eventually use, the one that's depicted in the title screen and the box art of this game, you have to collect pieces for it. The further into the game you get, the more pieces of the sword you acquire. And the stronger the weapon is. Now, this isn't your only weapon though. Because during the course of the game, you'll find a series of different magic spells and special weapons, stuff like that can help you on your quest. And this was probably my first encounter with something comparable to Phoenix Down in a video game that wasn't an RPG. Now, say for instance you have this item and you're jumping around and you're not watching where you're going and you fall into a pit. Well, the way this item would work in Demon Sword is that it materializes as an actual bird, grabs hold of your character, and flies them to safety. It was really cool. I mean, for 1989, a little 9-year-old 8-bit animal sitting there playing this, it blew my mind. Because usually in most games, you fall in a hole, you die. Unless it's Zelda 2, but Zelda 2 is weird. But Demon Sword is an awesome game. It's not a whole lot to it. It's your typical platformer. It's a really fast-paced game. You're jumping all over the place, flying through trees. At the first level alone, you'll jump. You can effectively, if you get to the top of the trees, you can effectively make it to the boss of the first level without fighting any enemies. And I mean, you can do that with a big chunk of this game. You can avoid enemies as much as possible. But that's neither here nor there. Now, as far as finding a copy of Demon Sword, you can find this game in a lot of different places. And when you find it, you'll find it cheap. I got this copy for like $3. So you can't beat that with a bat. So if you like platformers, you like really fast-paced platformers, you should definitely give Demon Sword a shot. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I will catch you beautiful people tomorrow.